Oh hey y'all, how's it going? Fatty here, and thanks for joining me on the channel that's got all your Gen 2 coverage. And in this video I'm going to show you the top 5 locations to get metal, and let's not waste any more of your time and jump straight into it. This first spot's going to be located at 17.3, 83.9, and it's going to be at like the most northern edge part of the map, and it's going to be all alongside this kind of mountain that's pushing up against like the edge world barrier. But as you can see, there's just a ton of metal spawns. There's also going to be a little bit of obsidian here, which isn't anyone's really first choice of grabbing anything, but it's there. Also, you can see it's a ton of metal all along down this hillside, up against this back ridge, and then all as well all the way kind of leading up this mountainside as well. So you can just get a ton in this area, and there's not really too much that you have to worry about while you're in this area, so it's perfect for like an Anki RG. This next spot's going to be located at 27.6, 57.7. Now it's going to be again kind of one of these bigger mountains, but this one's going to be located on the very left part of the blue zone, or like the right half part of the map. And this one's a little bit more interesting. There's a ton of nodes within here, but it's only on one part of the mountain. So there's, like I said, this giant mountain, and it's on this very back side. As you can see, there's a ton of nodes, few little crystal nodes, not a ton, but definitely enough to get your base started. And it wraps around this whole side. A ton of Ankis here, so if you haven't tamed an Anki and you need to get one, this is definitely where I'd go to look at first, and then you're already in the place you need for the metal as well. But like I said, it wraps around this metal, or this mountain, and around this other part of it as well. But the further to the south you get, it really starts to disappear, and there's not nearly as much over here. So this is probably the closest, or like the furthest south that you can go before the metal nodes just completely disappear. But as you can see, just a ton of the rich nodes too. Overall, it's going to be a really nice spot. This one is probably my second favorite part on this list, except for number 5. This third spot on the list is going to be 59.0, 62.3, and it's again going to be kind of on the side of a mountain, and this one's going to be closer to the river that runs along the very edge of the map. And again, here's a ton of just metal nodes throughout here. There's going to be more crystal nodes on this one than the other ones. And this one's not going to be as closely compacted as the other ones, so you're going to have to travel a little bit around this mountain, but they're definitely everywhere throughout here, so you just got to keep looking a little bit as you move through all these trees and stuff. But it's going to be a pretty rich spot, not necessarily as much as that number 2 spot, but you can definitely, if you hit a couple of these, you're just going to be more than set with everything you need. So yeah, with this mountain, like I said, it's huge. There's everywhere. It's just a little bit more spread out. So just make sure you're flying low enough for the trees, or use a soft eye that kind of removes some of the bushes and stuff. And if you don't have a soft eye, go check out my video on my channel that has the eye guide as well. This next spot's going to be located at 68.1, 84.6. Now, I really like this one. They're really close together, and there's just an insane amount of the really rich metal nodes too, which just makes this one super nice, right? So you're going to see these kind of different, I'm going to call them veins, where there's just like this stretch of a bunch of them together, and there's going to be several of these just kind of all over the place. So as long as you're kind of moving slow throughout here, you are going to just see a ton of metal nodes. This is probably one of the most densely populated ones, so it's definitely worth a shot. Also, there's no like base locations that I found really near this area, so you're not going to see a ton of people just in here unless they are doing the metal farming, so it's going to make this spot a really nice one. The very last spot on this list, and it's going to be my favorite location, is going to be located at 75.2, 90.7. Now, it's going to be these 3 kind of groups of mountains together, and they're all going to be just really rich with a lot of metal nodes all around them. So it's going to be super easy to kind of just float around and fly areas with a bunch of nodes. And the reason why I like this one so much is my favorite base location is going to be this plat. If you guys haven't seen my top 5 base locations for Genesis, definitely go check that out. But this is definitely one of them, just right here. So especially early game, where you don't have to travel a super long distance to go get metal, and you can't transfer out and go to Aberration just quite yet, this one is going to be the best one for you to be able to, you know, have a really good almost alpha location, as well as be right next to just a bunch of metal, and it's just gonna make that early game grind just go really fast for you. As well as this spot also has all the crystal and all the obsidian, so again, it's just a lot of that early game stuff you're gonna need. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely watch out for all the 2gen tutorials, hidden base locations, and the start of the season that's going to be coming out later this week. And yeah, catch you guys later. Peace.